January and February are the two worst months of the year to sell cars, but that's not bad news for you. That's the best news you'll get all year. Here's what nobody tells you. Dealerships still have bills to pay in the slow months, and salespeople still have quotas to hit. So when nobody walks on the lot, the few buyers that do show up get treated differently. By the way, I'm Cedric. I've been selling cars for 25 years, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why waiting a few extra months can save you thousands. I've watched January turn desperate salespeople into easy negotiators. Most buyers think timing doesn't really matter. Actually, it's one of the biggest levers you have. Let's break it down. Dealerships want to close out the year strong because every unit they sell, they get more of in the following year. So they're always trying to get a better allocation from the manufacturer. So from the 26th to the 31st, they're going to go hard in the paint. So you have some people coming into the dealership because they want to make sure they buy a vehicle for their tax purposes. You also have other people that are coming in because they just want the end of the year deal. There's a lot of specials, there's a lot of advertising. They know there's going to be a lot of buzz. There's a lot of action at the end of the year. Plus, then you have all the other people. They just want to buy a car because it's the holidays and they want to get, a gift to themselves or their spouse because it's a holiday gift. Then January rolls around. It's like a light switch. Like you go from having a lot full of people everywhere, all staff is on at all times, and then the following day, January 1st, no one's there. January 2nd, no one's there. All the traffic is done because all the buying, all the action happened the month before. So now people don't want to spend any more money because they just got done spending a ton of money for the holidays the previous month. And on top of that, most people, when it comes to the new year, they want to wait until they have their down payment. And that hasn't happened in January and February yet. You haven't gotten anyone that's gotten their refund check from their taxes to use as down payment. So no one is in a hurry to run to the dealership and buy a car during these months. So a new year means new sales quotas, new sales targets. Everything you did in December, that's old news, that's last year. You went from hero to zero. Now you're being reset. It's a whole new month, a whole new year. And that reset is way more important than most people think. At the last store I worked at, on average, we would sell about 500 cars a month for years. And then February and January would roll around and we'd be doing 350, 375, sometimes 400. When you divide that by 30 to 35 guys, you're gonna feel the effect of that difference in the numbers. Put it this way. In January, on a Saturday, you might talk to 2 or 3 people, where the 4th of July, you might talk to like 15 people just that day, and there'd be salespeople just going up to each customer. Are you here to buy? 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 You're here to buy? Come with me. That's the difference. There's people everywhere in the middle of summer. There's no one there in January and February. So here's how you're gonna use this information. Number one, you're gonna walk in with the price you've already decided on. You're not gonna start with the monthly payment. You're gonna start with the price you've already decided on. Number two, be patient. You're gonna be one of the few people there that's actually there to work a deal. So all the attention, all the focus is on you. This is where you get your leverage from because you have the upper hand because the dealership needs somebody to actually talk to and actually have an opportunity to sell a car to. There's not a lot of traffic. You're one of the few people that came in. Understand that. Ask for what it is you want. The leverage is on your side in this scenario because there's such a lack of traffic coming in. So just understand that, stick to your guns, and it's gonna work out for you. I promise you that. Now, I really want to drive this point home. This isn't just a slow month for the dealership. This is really where you get to clean house. They need you more than you need them. This is the main takeaway of this whole thing. Just realize that when you go in, all the leverage is really in your court. If this is helping you see the game differently, hit subscribe. I put out these videos so that you can walk into the dealership prepared and not guessing. Now, let me be straight with you. One issue you may run into is when you go in these months, a lot of the prime merchandise has already been bought up from the year previous. So you are getting a lot of the leftovers that are left on the lot. Sometimes the less desirable trims or packages or less desirable colors. So just make sure you do your due diligence and you understand exactly what package vehicle you're looking at, and you pay attention to where the market supply is on that car for your local area, because this might not be the best time for you to buy. You still have the leverage when you walk into that dealership, but it's all for nothing if they don't have the exact car you want. And for you in your scenario, if it's something that's more rare, then January and February might not be the time to buy if the dealership doesn't have it. The slowest months of the dealership are the strongest months for you. Use them. And if you want the full breakdown of what dealers don't want you to know, grab my free guide. I left a link in the description below. And if you want the other high leverage windows on the calendar, end of the month, end of the quarter, end of the year, I already made a video breaking that down. Just go watch that right here.